Okay, so hello. Today I'm gonna tell you of how I found out the truth about the mystery of the C panel in people playgrounds. No? No? Okay, I'll see you later and enjoy the video. So, today I played some people playgrounds and I remembered that a friend of mine told me about the C map and an Easter egg inside of it. So I started the game, loaded in, and went straight for the location that I knew had the glitch. And it was just a different square with a different color, and I already knew what I had to do with it because it's a popular Easter egg. So I placed down an iron beam, I froze it in place, and I started throwing some explosives on top of it. And yeah, this whole process took me about 2 minutes to complete. It was very tedious, and the square was a lot harder to destroy than I thought, but in the end, it came off, and after a few more explosions, it snapped right off, and I could clearly see through it. So I deleted the beam that I had previously placed, and I zoomed in, and as you can see, this is the only 3D space in the whole game, so it was pretty weird to watch. But after a while, I noticed that there was something written on the wall on the opposite side, but I couldn't really see what it was. So I decided to place down a light to see a little better. So I spawned it in, I froze it in place, I deactivated the damage from heat because I didn't want it to break down, and I also started the light. I then placed down an industrial generator on top of it. I froze it, disabled the heat damage as well, and activated it. And then I connected the two of them with a wire. And yes, as you can see, I got a godly light that made me see what was written on the panel. And it spelled GQH F2Q SA2Z. Now, I at first I didn't know what it was, but then I remembered this Discord invite. It was very similar to a classic Discord invite that you see every day. So I loaded my Discord, I went down to join a new server, and I pasted in the code. I pasted GQH 2QSA2Z, and I loaded into an empty server with only one channel with an X on top of it. And in this channel, only one person had wrote this complicated and coded message that I could not read, obviously. And I knew that this was some kind of code, but I was not sure which one. After a while of searching, I found out that it was base64 format, so I pasted the code that I found in the Discord and tried to convert it to a text, but the result was pretty disappointing. I mean, this doesn't mean anything. So, yeah, I was disappointed at first, but then I found this PNG thing written in the beginning of the file. So I searched online base64 to PNG converter because I thought that I had to search for a picture and not a text file. So I found the website. I pasted in the website the code that was written on the Discord, and I found this, a QR code. I then downloaded the QR code onto my computer so I could zoom in and see it a little bit better. And I scanned the QR code with my phone, even though it was a little bit blurry, as you can see. And it gave me this a link to a website that contained only one file that I would now play. So it was kind of a creepy sound that I didn't really know what to do with it. So I decided to download it onto my computer to analyze the waves of the sound. I opened up Audacity and loaded the file into the program to see if the waves had anything strange with them, but it didn't really seem anything strange other than an ordinary sound. But while I was looking for help on Stack Overflow, I found this, the spectrogram of a WAV file. So I searched up online WAV file to spectrogram, and I found the website that was supposed to convert it to a spectrogram. I clicked on it. I then uploaded the file that I found from the QR code. I waited for it to load and to convert it into a picture, and I found this picture. It was a blueprint for the machine that is supposed to bring you to the Uncharted Territory, and it said Port Vorma and underneath Blauwdruk. Now, I know Port Vorma is the name of the machine, but I didn't know what Blauwdruk means. But I remembered that the developers are Dutch, so I translated Blauwdruk from Dutch to English, and it said blueprint. So the whole cPanel mystery is somehow connected to the Uncharted Territory and the machine itself. I don't know, it's rather weird and I don't know what to do next. But the machine is rather interesting because once you spawn it and you activate the electronics, it slowly builds up energy and slowly starts creating a bubble of energy in the middle that eventually explodes and creates a portal. And if you travel through this portal, you end up in the Uncharted Territory. That is basically just a long hallway with red flashing lights and a creepy siren sound? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what this whole thing means, but if you do, feel free to comment down below and I will see you in the next video.